Welcome. Welcome to the parents, families, and staff members, and thank you for taking time tonight to battle the parking lot and join us as we celebrate and honor our Forest Lake Area Schools students and Class of 2024 graduates. To open, I'd like to welcome the Mushkazibi Youth Singers to welcome us with a song for our graduates and families.
Hey,
Thank you to our drum group. Our first honoring ceremony occurred 5 years ago, June 2019, in a ceremony only for seniors. For the past few years, we wanted to extend our ceremony to each of our FLAS Native American students, no matter their age. The Forest Lake Area Schools American Indian Education Program has been in existence since 2009. I now would like to introduce Program Coordinator, Student Advisor, Theo Marcel.
Hey, bonjour, Anin. No puedo go. Make a knock and do dame to set a squads in Kagan doing Jabba. So I'm Theo, I'm from Leech Lake, Minnesota. My Ojibwe name's now Puedo say. And Bradshaw, I'm the coordinator here, and I help out a lot with the students with activities throughout the week, a couple times out of the month. And what I want to highlight is the importance of having that cultural engagement within the schools. It's something that I really emphasize, not just in the schools, but outside the schools with youth that I work with out in Minneapolis, is that the closer that we have a connection to our identity and our culture, we have a better chance of success within school and outside of school, such as jobs and even our self-esteem. And that's shown and proven by research that's been backed by a few administrations over the last few decades. I really want to highlight that because when I was youth, it didn't seem that there was much access to those types of programs within schools. And so I really encourage you young people to keep continuing to come to these. And even outside of here too, really pursue like that connection to community, because the community is everything that we have. And another thing I want to mention too is the importance of our language and just our lifestyle. And I want to share a piece of that in Ojibwe, and it's Mashko-Izimagud, Imanashanabe, Madizima. And the person that taught me that was a language teacher, Rick Regic, and his translation is that there's strength in the Indian way of life. Breaking those words down more, there's strength in the good life of the original people. And as they're singing, you hear that word, or that word Madizima, which means it's a good life, to have a good life. And one thing I want to remind young people is that a good life doesn't come easy, so when there's struggles, remember that you're being pushed for something greater. And the last phrase that I had to conjugate with was Mishnan Mashkawas and Minamwa Shkwa and Demoin. And so what that is give us strength to overcome the things that we encounter, to have and make healthy choices. And so now I want to introduce the Parent Advisory Committee Chair.
As Theo said, I am the chairperson of the American Indian Family or Parent Advisory Committee in Forest Lake. We're also happy to see everybody. This is a really big group. It's our biggest group. We're all thankful that you're here. I'm so proud of all of you. It's been a rough couple of years, and everybody's still here. Everybody's doing their best, and we appreciate all of you. You're all welcome to come to any of our events. We have our parent committee meeting on the first Tuesday of every month. We've got a reading class that happens twice a month, and other stuff throughout the year. So if you're not on my email list and you would like to be, please let me know. We are here tonight to celebrate our collective resilience, perseverance, and the power of communities coming together, working together, doing whatever is needed for the good of all of us. It is also important that we acknowledge and we honor our history. We acknowledge that the Forest Lake Area School District 831 occupies the traditional ancestral territories of the Ojibwe and Wapakude Band of the Dakota Nation. We collectively stand as visitors and relatives on these homelands. We honor the indigenous peoples who have stewarded the lands through the generations and their ongoing contributions to this territory from time immemorial, seated in the treaties of 1825 and 1837. We acknowledge the historical and ongoing injustices that have been committed against these nations, and we wish to interrupt this legacy, beginning with truth-telling and action and ending with reconciliation. We continually support and advocate for the Native nations in this territory and affirm their tribal sovereignty. As we look forward to fostering a greater understanding of and stronger ties with the Dakota and Ojibwe people on this land we currently call Forest Lake. We also have some pretty important people with us here tonight. We've got all of you. You are the most important ones. The students, the scholars, you guys are why we do all of this. If you have ideas of what you want to see in our program, let me know. We'll figure it out. We'll make stuff happen. But we have our superintendent here tonight. That's kind of a big deal. So Dr. Massey is here. We've got two of our school board members. We've got Ms. Tyson and Ms. Christensen. We've got some principals. We've got Mr. Caldwell at the high school and Ms. Matson, who I think is Columbus. And we've got some teachers and a lot of our parent committee members, and I'm so happy to see all of you here. So it's time to start our honoring celebration with our kindergarten, or pre-K. I think we have a couple pre-Ks this year. Our pre-K students through 11th grade. When your name is called, please come up to the stage, receive your gifts, and then just kind of line up, and we'll do a picture at the end. If I say your name wrong, please tell me, because names are important, and I want to say it right, so I will announce you. So, to start with that, our first person we have here is Paisley Dainty Chase. She's in kindergarten. I see you. Oh, you guys, okay, so I started doing this thing at our family fun nights. If you have good news that you want to tell everybody when you come up. Tell me what your news is, and we'll let everyone else know. Paisley, if you want to bring Valerie too, you guys can come together. Come around this way, cuties. Paisley and Valerie are in kindergarten. Our next kindergarten friend is Fawn Hare. Oh, here she comes. Fawn always has news for me. Fawn is sharing her bike with her brother, and he just learned how to ride it all by himself, so we're very excited about that. Our next kindergarten friend is Liliana Colden. Here comes Lily. Lily is a dancer. We're really excited she could make it tonight because Thursday is dance night. Or Tuesday, I'm sorry. Tuesday is dance night. And so she's here anyway. Do you have news for us? No news? My news for Lily is she is really doing well at kindergarten, and we're all very, very proud of her. Yes. And now we're moving to first grade. We've got Scarlett Hamlin. Here she comes. Scarlett probably won't remember this, but the first time I met her, she was like 3 days old in her tiny little baby carrier with her mom and sister. Scarlett doesn't have any news, and that's okay. And then our next first grade friend is Connor Phillips. Connor Phillips. Now we're moving up to second grade. He's one of my favorite second graders on the planet. His name is Thad Vasquez. Vadik is becoming a really good little beater. He comes to my beating class, and he made a really cool thing a couple weeks ago. No news? No news. Okay. Another one of my beating friends, it's Mr. Elijah. Elijah Brown, come on over. That was from your grandpa. His news is his whole family showed up, and he's super excited about it, even if he won't tell us. Our next person is Sunshine Thompson. She is in second grade. Sunshine's got no news. You guys, you gotta step up your news game. Come on. All right, and then we've got our third grader. We've got Gavin Phillips. Okay, you guys, we are in the presence of a yellow belt second degree in Taekwondo. Super great news. Yay! All right, so then we're moving on to fourth grade. My buddy Hazel. Come on up, Hazel Vasquez, I'm sorry. Hazel is one of my favorite kids because she will do pretty much anything I ask her to, except for maybe dance with me, even though she said she would, but that's okay. She makes the most beautiful art, and she's an excellent reader. Oh my gosh, I've been saying your name wrong for 3 years and you never told me. This is Hazel Vasquez. Okay, I'm sorry. Dude. Come on. You finished your project? She finished her beading project. I can't wait to see it next week. Yay! All right, our next fourth grader is Gabe Hare. Gabriel, where are you? Oh, here he comes. All right, so I don't know what his news is going to be, but Gabe is another one of my beading friends, and also he learned to ride his bike the first time he ever got on one and didn't even flip over. How awesome is that? Very awesome. No, that's your news? Okay, Gabe doesn't have any news for me, but that's okay. We still love him. And then our next friend is Lumen. Lumen's mom is the whole reason we decided to do all this together with everybody. She was coming from a different program, and she's like, we did a party for our entire group. Why don't we do that here? Like, I don't know. We should. So here we are. Yay, Lumen. I don't know if Lumen's got any news for me, but she's an excellent dancer. She's been doing so well in her competitions this year. I'm so proud of her. No? Okay. So we've got Lumen, we've got Everett Weberg. He's in 5th grade. Come on up. Okay. And then I've got Isabella Hamlin. Bella's in 8th grade. Where is she? Out there she is. She was at the same school my kids were, and I saw her kind of a lot, and she came up to me one day, and she's like, you're super tall, but I like your style. And she's been my friend ever since. Oh, we're missing a book? Okay. Oh, she has hers? Okay. We're missing, all right. Hey, Rachel, if you want to find a book for Everett, that would be great. He's in 5th grade. Peyton is here, but she didn't want to come up, and we're not going to make anybody because this is fun, and if that's not fun, that's all right, but I'm really proud of her too. And Brixton Olson Kraft is our 9th grader, our first 9th grader coming up. Do you guys want to like swing around and put the little ones in the front? We've got so many kids this year that we're running out of room. How awesome is that? And then our next 9th grader is Maya Schminke. And Lorraine Thompson is another 9th grader we've got. Okay. And Serenity Thompson is a 9th grader. No news. All right, and our last person is Chloe Larson. She is an 11th grader. Chloe used to be one of my Girl Scouts when she was little, so I've known her since she was like in 2nd or 3rd grade. It's been a long time. Got any news? How'd you do? That's okay, I haven't seen you in a while. But you were there. Chloe went to state for speech, you guys. That's kind of a big deal. Right, so these are our kids, guys. These are the kids that we do all this for. This entire program is in service for these children and to improve their futures and to make them happy and good. So let's squish in and get a picture. Squish, squish, squish. All right, moms, let me know
All right, so I'm going to introduce our keynote speaker here, Vince Patton. He's a father, a hunter, fisherman, outdoorsman, educator, and a Lakota man, and a great teacher. I've known this man for a long time, and he does great work. He's a member of the Oglala Sioux tribe from Pine Ridge, South Dakota. He's been a teacher for over 10 years in MPS and is now an American Indian Education Coordinator for the White Bear Lake Area School District. He's here to give us a few teachings from his own experience for our graduates and our students and our beautiful families. Please welcome Vince Patton.
Oh no, you guys gotta listen to me now? I've been a teacher for 10 years and you should hear my high schoolers. Patton, again, all these lessons that we're gonna be doing. But I do want to try to keep this copacetic, a little happy. A few little lessons, I got 3 this way, all right? Got 3. But first, I have good news. Even though I have boyish good looks, I became a grandfather. Whoa, not that exciting. My son back there, he became a father. He's only 8, but his kitten had kittens. I know. So now that's where I'm at right now. So it's good news. 3 of them, beautiful little kittens. They're fun, and we'll have a lot of fun with them. Thank you, Theo, for introducing me. As he said, a father, that's always my #1 job. I'm a hunter, a fisherman, always been outside, a beater, a cousin, a handsome devil, and a teacher / babysitter some days, right? But I did love the land acknowledgement, right? I always want to remember place, where we come from, right? The Anishinaabe, the Ho-Chunk, the Dakota Oyate, but even before those 3, we had the dinosaur Oyate that we should have. We got one that watched Reservation Dogs. At least some of my corny jokes, okay? Just you can laugh, you don't have to. There's tomatoes, you could toss them whenever you guys are ready. There's gonna be a few things I steal, like that joke today, right? But I do want to welcome our families, our students, of course. But hey, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th graders, did you get up by yourself today? Thank a mom, thank a dad, thank a grandma, grandpa. right? Hey, how about you high schoolers? How many times did you skip out? Maybe had detention afterwards and someone got you out of it. Like your grandma, a grandpa, a father, a cousin, right? A mother. So really, this honoring isn't just about our kids or babies, but it's about you, right? Our team. I was cheering on the Timberwolves yesterday. I was so happy, go Timberwolves. But team, right? T-E-A-M. I spelled that right. I'm a history teacher, not English. T-E-A-M. Right? Together, everyone accrues more, right? That's how I see team when we're looking at it up and down. Together, everybody accrues more. And that's what your families are doing when you have long, deep relationships and be able to say, hey, I know this kid since kindergarten. Hey, I know you since 3rd grade. I've been following you all the way up. That's a team. We got a great team right here, these three. So give them a round of applause real quick, too. So, first one I'm going to steal. I got a little lesson. But, like I said, in education, it's not stealing, it's borrowing. A lesson learned should be a lesson taught, right? And that's how I always thought about it. So, you might have seen this on your TikToks, Snapchat, scores. But I'm like the native Mary Poppins back here. I don't have a black duffel bag like I got kicked out again, but I do have a little something in here. First, like I said, I got a cup, right? A jar, we could say. And I hate to say it because I do teach at White Bear Lake. There's a White Bear Lake on it right there. So I know, but I had to represent a little bit tonight. Ooh, what's in the bag? What's in the bag today? Golf balls. Dirty one. You can leave it. Is my White Bear cup full? Kind of, yeah, no. I heard it, no. I could get, I guess, one more golf ball, right? And then we'll be full? Kind of, I know there's space. We better take one of these out. I know, because your guys are getting so specific. Ooh, making a mess. I always do. You should see my desk at work. I got a little bit more. Is it full now? Not all the way, though, huh? Getting close. It looks pretty full to me. I got one more little magic bag. Shake it, level it out, get it right so I don't get yelled at. So it's not full. Let's see, we're gonna making a bigger mess. Now, is that full? No. I know, there's gaps, isn't there? And guess what? Especially for our graduating seniors, our high schoolers, you guys are on that cusp. What these golf balls represent are the most important things in your life. Your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your grandma, your grandpa, your uncles, your aunties. Your passions, the things you love to do, like debate. I don't want to argue with you, but I bet you're great. But think about it. These are those important aspects of your life. That's what the golf ball represents. Your passion, even your culture. Those pebbles, they represent your job, your car, your house, right? Some important things, but not the most important things, right? But you need a car to get to work. You got to have a job to make money. You got to have a job to pay Uncle Sam's those taxes, man. And then the sand is all that other stuff. That waiter that messed up your order, right? That guy that cut you off when you're driving here in that parking lot that's crazy busy, and you're like, hey, what the hell, you stole my spot, right? It's all those other things. So I ask you, I wonder, if this represents her life, right? What happens if I put the sand in first? How does it not work?
Because it's already full and you need to do the most important things first. Otherwise, you won't be able to have time for other things and you won't be able to do the things you need to do.
That's what I'm saying. See, I knew Forest Lake had something. We had something special with you. Or if you're not Forest Lake, at least you're here. You're with us. You're our team. Remember, together, everyone accrues more. With that wisdom that you spit just now, perfect. But remember that. If you let that small stuff, that argument with your coworker, a failed grade in your math class, right? You're not going to be able to focus on the important things in your life. The golf balls, right? You're never going to be able to, okay? So thank you with that one. I knew it. I knew someone was going to be so brilliant and answer all the questions. See, I'm a teacher at heart, and I understand that one. Okay, this one's going to be a little bit more difficult, though. It's going to take some buy-in and a little bit of trust. And you might be a little bit uncomfortable with this idea in such a large group. But what I'm going to do is we're going to try to go somewhere right now, okay? Because this space, like we said, is on Dakota, Ojibwe, Anishinaabe, Ho-Chunk land, and our Soroyate before. But where we were right here, our people have been on these lakes and rivers. This is our highway. Highway 8 was Forest Lake, right? And connecting over to Green, to Chicago, right? And those highways, right? Originally before 35 and going up Highway 8. So, this year, it is estimated there are 20,000 Native American graduates across Turtle Island. That's amazing, and that's a beautiful number. Think about all those professionals, the trades people, people that will be getting advanced degrees or just becoming teachers, scientists, 20,000 graduating, not just high school, but higher levels also, or trade schools. So as I said, your ancestors that lived here in this space where we call Forest Lake, right? You're their greatest dream. When they fought and they died or gave up land, ceded this land, specifically this land, Forest Lake, still in the 1837 treaty, when they ceded this land, they retained those hunting and fishing, gathering rights upon this area, right? My good buddy Keith, he's a Mille Lacs band member, and he comes and he gets to fish in these traditional waters down here when he goes to Green or Chicago, right? But you are your great-grandparents' biggest dream. So, if you would indulge me, I did it and I practiced a little bit myself. Could you guys, I'm going to try to bring us somewhere. So if you guys could close your eyes for a minute and just listen to my voice. We're going to just breathe in a few times. We're going to breathe out a few times. Now we're going to breathe a little bit slower. And breathe out a little bit slower. I'm going to do it again. One last time, because that sacred 4 number, right? Please keep your eyes closed and listen to these words real quick. The stories that were told to us as little kids, your parents, your grandparents, about the people that we come from, the Anishinaabe, Dakota, Ho-Chunk, or any other native nation across this great Turtle Island. Generations of medicine people, thousands and thousands of warriors, caretakers, the ones that held us together as we were removed from our lands, the healers who carried us and buried us, as their lands were taken. The men and women whose songs led us as we walked in the dark to find our new home. They're watching you right now in this space. That's why I'm asking you to try to feel. It takes attention. It takes intention. It takes a willing heart to give it an effort. But standing in that back, beyond this wall, on the outside, right behind you in your chair, there's a little spirit, a little baby sees and hears. But there's someone that is with us from our past right now because of the land that we live on and we occupy right now in Forest Lake. This is your power, my students, right? You carry this within your DNA and you don't realize it. In your histories, your stories, your songs, just that small amount of finishing a beadwork project, someone was standing over you saying, oh, graduating, getting a beautiful blanket right here. Our ancestors surrounding that drum. Those voices are strong and they're right here. You can open your eyes and just feel. If you didn't feel it right now, when you go home tonight, please drive safe, right? Get home safe. But open your eyes, obviously, please. And just look, look around. There might be something. Maybe a little person even come by. Take something from you just to remind you our spirits. We're here tonight to honor y'all, right? Like I said, this lesson talks about a lot of trauma. It's a little bit bleak. As I said a little bit earlier, lesson learned should be a lesson shared. And again, like I said, I had to steal more and more. But here's a res doc shot right there, right? I knew it, I had to, okay? But that was a powerful scene, right? That young spirit was asking for help. I tried to call him right now. And there was someone around. You'd be like, okay. This guy, I see why they got him up here, okay? A little crazy, I get it. A wild Oglala, I get it. But hey, if you see or feel or if you are moved in such a way tonight, tomorrow, I would love for you to share that with Brad, Theo. Share it with your families. Tell your aunties, your uncles, say, hey, there is something. All right, last one, because obviously my crowd and my jokes are getting old, right? Our babies are getting sick of me. That's all right. I got a 1.5-year-old. He is constantly running. He's with mom tonight, so that's great. But like I said, I got my new father, my son, with his kittens. But so he came with tonight. Plus, he always enjoys a fry bread. I just want to do one more story for success for you guys. End on this one, right? There's this guru, right? What's a guru? Anyone? What's a guru? He made all kinds of money. Expert, right? Someone that has something, a guru, right? And this young guy's like, I want to be like you. You got all the money, you got all the ladies, you got a big house, everyone respects you and they listen to you. That guru's like, you want to be like me? All right, meet me tomorrow at the beach where I got this sand, right? He's like, the beach? I want to be successful. I want to make some money. I don't want to go swimming. Meet me at the beach, 4 a.m. It's at 4 a.m., huh? So the kid's like, all right, I'll go. 4 a.m. comes around. He's at the beach. He's ready. Showed up in a suit. Well, who goes to the beach in a suit, right? I'm just saying, like, okay. That guru's like, okay, come out in that water a little bit. In that water. And he's like, okay. He's like, this guy's crazy. I got out here swimming. I'm trying to make money. Get those honeys. Get that house. Get moving forward. He's like, come out a little further. That's up to his belly button. He's like, man, this guy, I'm going to go in. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. That guru keeps walking out with him. Come out a little bit farther around his neck area. Right? His shoulders, his neck. Said, hey, just a few more steps, take it out. He's like, man, you're crazy, guru. I'm going to go in. No, just a few more steps. He took 1, 2, 3 more steps, and that guru grabbed his head, shoved it under the water, and held it down. That guy's kicking and riling and whatever. And in that fight, what did that guy underwater want to do? Live, but he wanted to breathe, right? He wanted to breathe, right? So he lifted him up. He's like, what'd you want to do? I wanted to breathe. You tried to kill me. I wanted to breathe. He's like, when you want to breathe as bad as you want to be successful, you will become successful. Let me say it again. If you want to be successful as bad as you want to breathe, if you have asthma, you know, you're just trying to get some air, right? Just trying to get a breath. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, you will become successful. You don't really care about a basketball game unless Timberwolves Friday, right? You don't care about what's on TV. You don't care about your snap score, your tic-tacs, anything. You don't care about no party, right? Only thing about is you're trying to get that breath. Just like a baby coming from his mom. First thing. First thing, right? Smack him in the back of the head, the bag right at his butt. As bad as you want to succeed, as bad as you want to breathe, right? I know this sounds kind of corny, right? That you have to want something so bad, but most of you will just be like, yeah, I want to be successful, but I don't really want it bad. I just kind of want to be successful, right? You don't want to be as successful as you want to party. You don't want to be as successful as you want to be cool, fit in, get your snap up, get your influencer on. Heck, and I can't talk. Some of you don't want it as bad as you wouldn't even give up sleep, right? The idea, you would rather sleep than have that chance of being successful. And I'm telling you, right now, after getting my master's and my bachelor's, there were nights we weren't sleeping, okay? We were on 2 hours, 3 hours of sleep. So much I wanted to get the paper done, get that licensing to be a teacher done. I forget to eat. It don't look like it, okay? Trust me, it don't look like it, but you would forget to sleep or eat. That's how bad you gotta want to be successful. Our graduates, they're already successful. They made it across that finish line, right? But the life's finish line starts now. Okay? We leave, you walk across that stage, what, in a couple weeks? You have your beautiful eagle feathers, you stole all that gorgeousness, right? And you walk across that stage, shake a hand, do a little heel click off the stage. And you're in the real world now. A little bit scary, but there's faith. Don't forget your team. Together, everyone accrues more. Aho, miigwech, my name is Vince Pat, and I want to say thank you and congratulations, y'all. Da-da-da. Now back to the regular program, not so crazy.
It's just me. Thank you. All right, thank you, Vince. Last year at this time, I was talking about people we've lost. We've lost a couple of program elders over the last few years, but this year we haven't lost anybody. So I get to talk about fun stuff. But we do still miss Mike, we miss Grandma Lorraine, and they're always going to be with us. I'm going to talk about blankets, why we give blankets. I have a little thing, I saw it at the History Center, I talked to them, they said we could use it, so here we go. The significance of gifting a blanket. A gift is a symbol of the giver's regard for the person receiving it. Buffalo hide robes had always been among the most important gifts that we could receive. They can be used for ceremony, clothing, and even shelter. Over time, because of the scarcity of buffalo and changing lifeways, cloth blankets also are often replaced hide robes. Today, handmade star quilts and commercial blankets, valued for their warmth and their beauty, are considered gifts of great honor. These blankets and quilts are often given to high school or college graduates, not in recognition of achievement, but because the receiver is living the good life. They are also given to spiritual leaders and others in position of honors at gatherings and ceremonies. It is a way of thanking those who have led us and taken care of us. In our communities, it is considered an honor to give bites to community and then family members. I think that's supposed to be an honor to give them to community and family members who have given so much of themselves. Nobody is alone. We all cooperate, we all work together, everything is kind of great. So in that vein, this is not something, but Rachel has been the unsung hero of our program for a few years now. She has been our admin assistant. She is amazing, and we miss her. She's moved on in her career, which has been great for her, but real sad for us. So we'd like to call you up and give you a blanket because we love you very much, and she has always gone above and beyond anything that has ever been expected of her. With a smile most of the time. On it, it says, in appreciation of your many years of service and friendship from the Forest Lake Area Schools American Indian Caring Committee in 2024. We're going to miss you. Thank you.
I'm gonna miss all of you too, as long as I can keep popping in occasionally.
Welcome anytime. We're happy to have her whenever she would like to be here. You're welcome. All right, so now we're going to talk about our seniors. We're going to introduce everybody. It is my privilege to introduce to you the graduating class of Forest Lake 2024. I'm going to call you up one by one by your name. We ask that you stay on the stage until everybody is here, present and honored. We will wrap each student, and then we will have a photo op for your parents. We'll have a group photo for everybody at the end. So we are going to start with Raymond Bjork. I forgot to say we have these really cool stoles too. You can wear them at graduation if you'd like. You don't have to, but we'd love it if you did. You're graduating. Raymond's got good news. He's graduating.
One of the other gifts that we're giving students too are cedar boxes and eagle feathers. So one thing that I grew up, seeing a lot, and just even my parents, when they were graduating school and going to college and getting degrees and certificates, was being honored with an eagle feather. And one thing I just want to share with these students is that I created these boxes for them. They're all handmade. The eagle feathers that I actually harvested myself over the years. There's a lot of eagle nests in Red Wing in Minnesota. They're right along those bluffs, and those eagles shed feathers all the time. And so, in relation to that, I want these students to understand to take care of these feathers. And as Vince was saying, we have to foster a good life. Success has to be as easy as breathing. You take care of that feather, it's going to take care of you. So that's the other thing that we give them is eagle feathers.
All right, so that is Raymond. Our next graduate is Matthew Klein Hexel. He's going to Century College. We're very proud of him. Woohoo! Next graduate, we've got Justin McCullough.
I'd like to thank the Academy.
Alexander Schminke, come on up. Alex has got news. He's excited to be alive, and the world is his oyster, and we could not agree more. Right, next graduate. She's my daughter. She's amazing. I'm very, very proud of her, Eliana Wolf. Very much my daughter, and she would like to thank her legs for supporting her and her arms for helping her reach her goals. She is going to Lake Forest next year in Illinois, and we're all very proud of her. Everybody come on up front. All our seniors are in the front. We're going to take a quick picture. If there's anybody who wants to be in it, feel free to come on over. Good picture-wise? Okay. Now go sit down. We're very, very proud of all of you. This is super cheesy, and I don't know if it's like really or not, but I was telling our friend Raymond, I always kind of think of the blankets as, you know, life is hard. Doesn't matter what you're going to do, if you're going to college, if you're taking a year off, if you're joining the workforce, what you're doing. Sometimes you just need a hug, and there's not always someone to give you one. So please wrap yourself up. Know your hometown is in your corner, and we're rooting for you. All right, and Nate told me he can do an Eagle song for us, so he's going to do a quick song. Eagle feather song, sorry. picture of everybody. It's okay if you don't want to, but if you'd like to, that would be great. Everybody is welcome. Please come to our events. We'd love to see your faces more often. First Tuesday of every month, we're going to try and do some summer programming this year. If you want to join with that, that would be great. We are grateful for the support of our school district. Not every group is lucky to have the support that we have, so that's been kind of great. If you have thoughts, ideas, whatever you want to do, please let us know. At the end, if you want to do some pictures, that would be great. So all the kids, come on up. We'll do a picture, and then we'll get our friend Nate and the Mushkabisi youth singers to do a traveling song for